So excited to sit and chat today with Alan Doyle, 14-time Juno nominee, published author 3 times, a film and TV actor, producer, and has been entertaining us musically for so long. You know him as the front man of Great Big Sea, and now a stellar solo career, releasing his 4th full-length solo album back in February. And that's your 20th overall, Alan?
It sounds like a lot when you say it all together that way. Yeah, it's been great fun. What a ride so far. It's great. And 20 records and a few TV things and a few film things and a few stage things. What a life. Fantastic.
That is living. So how long has your music career spanned?
Well, I started playing when I was, still in school, in high school with my uncles and stuff, part-time, of course, when I was 15 or 16, so... it's knocking 40 years now of playing music, really. And I started full-time, of course, when Great Big Sea started, right when I graduated university in 1993. We all kind of quit our jobs and took a run at it. And here we are today.
And what a run it was. I was listening to The Essentials. I teach a fitness class in the mornings, and the age range is like 43 years old to about 80 years old. And we were all singing along with the Great Big Sea Essentials. And
I'll take it.
You think of that music and you think it's, drinking music, kitchen party, but it's good to work out to. Everyone was loving it.
It's always been like a high energy thing. And I think that comes from, growing up in a traditional Newfoundland music family in town where music is really for celebrating, right? It's not for, recitals or for, very stoic performances. It's for whoever makes the best fun, and so I that's my whole background in music is about facilitating celebration, and I'm so glad to still be at it.
And as a Canadian, and I think I speak for most Canadians, when Michael Stipe wrote It's the End of the World, but you guys covered it, that's like...
Yeah.
Back in the day, how we all learned that is we listened to you singing it and we wrote it down on a piece of paper because we didn't get lyrics with our stuff.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not sure I got it right either. But I love, that was a song that I used to do even before Great Big Sea started. I used to do it in pubs, up and down George Street. And it was just, when you would stand up by the gambling machine in a pub, from 8:30 till 2:30 in the morning, and you'd have to play 7 sets or something. And so you needed hundreds of songs,
right?
And which is a great blessing in retrospect. But of course, you also wanted different kinds of songs to get people's attention for different reasons, because sometimes people might come in and they might like traditional music, but they also, some other crowd might like Neil Young, and then some other crowd, they might like whatever was on the radio that day. So you had to have a whole bunch of them ready to go. And I always liked singing that one because it always freaked people out if you knew the lyrics.
Oh, for sure. So how did you learn the lyrics? Did you get did you get a sheet from Michael's people, or how did that work for you?
No, I did the old-fashioned way. I remember sitting there with a CD player and or a cassette tape, might have even been at the time, just rewinding and then consulting songbooks. Because again, imagine this was long before you could just look something up on the internet.
Yeah.
Right, and so it was just consulting different songbooks that always had different ideas of what the lyrics were, and then just going for it.
So your Welcome Home album. So when we were done our workout, we were stretching, and because you had described it as lower and slower, that's what I put on for our stretching. It was perfect. But the title song is actually a party song, so we kind of picked it up a notch. And what a great album you've come out with.
Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, it's a real mix of things that things like Welcome Home are probably more familiar for kind of music for me to be playing for people. It's up tempo and about getting back to Newfoundland, and then there's other things on the record that are quite different for me, some slower and some lower tunes that are kind of confessional and a bit more reflective, that are probably a bit more meant for the cool down.
Yeah, so you had your first dad song is on this album, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yours and Mine. It's really about my little boy Henry, who's about to turn 18.
Oh, so not so little.
High school. Yeah, which is terrifying to me. And I think every parent knows, the thought of your kid growing and going is both satisfying and terrifying. And that song is really just hoping that they take a bit of you with them when they go.
Yeah, and you also had a song, kind of a tribute to your bandmates of Great Big Sea and your time together.
Yeah, it's a lovely song I wrote with a guy named Ketch Secor from the He plays in a wonderful band in the U.S. And we wrote this tune. I think we both had this lifelong career with bands, and like we really just wanted to pay tribute to our bandmates over the years. And I ran with it. And there's some very specific notions about things that Great Big Sea went through that are in there. And it's just a real love letter to the guys and to the life that we made.
Your second leg of the tour has wrapped up, but you've been through some snowstorms, you've done some rink rock, New York, Colorado, and now it's festival season just around the corner.
Yeah, leg 3 kicks in now, the Welcome Home Tour, which is the summer, chasing festivals around. And I think our first one's in the UK. I fly to the UK on late in June, and then we come back and we end up in Ontario for a little bit, and then out west, and then out east, and yeah, chasing festival season. I love it.
Is there someone that you haven't played with before that you're looking forward to sharing a stage with?
This summer, I'm opening for Neil Young and Shania Twain.
Oh,
the
cool.
Same summer.
Yeah, Neil Young is July 13th at Rock the Park. We're going to be there. Sheepdogs and Watchmen. That'll be a good mix-up.
What a day. Oh, yeah. And, of course, it'd be great to see Neil Young and to see the Sheepdog guys are always a great time. But one of my favorite singers ever is Danny Graves, and he's the singer in The Watchmen. He's one of my favorite singers I've ever heard in my life. I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
And to get to chat with them backstage just about whatever you want.
Yeah, I'd be really looking forward to it.
So you just turned 55, and I saw that you on your social media that you had the $1 a Day Foundation, and for people that did $55 for your 55 years, you were sending them a thank you video, and then if they did the $1 a day, you sent them a song.
Yeah, $1 a Day Foundation is myself and my friends started it 7 or 8 years ago now, about just about giving in $1 a day towards mental health and addictions facilities and programs across the country. And we started it back then, and we're just about to give away our $5 millionth dollar.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, we'll put the link in with this interview, and people can still donate to that, right?
Yeah, anytime.
Okay. And it goes directly to helping people with mental health, or does it go to hospitals, or how's that work?
A bunch of different ones. Like we give out all the dollars that people donate, like 100 cents of every dollar that anybody donates gets sent out to a mental health or addictions program. We have over 40 of them now across Canada, from as far away as, British Columbia to all the way back here in St. John's, and all on the $1 a Day website. It's been quite a ride, and I feel like we've helped a lot of people. It's
amazing that you're using your platform to help people in and around your own home. And yeah, let's go back to Welcome Home for 1 second. Why you named it that, and how you came up with the title track.
The title track was one I just wrote with a couple of friends a while back, and it was just a song that was always been in my mind, this notion that the words that Newfoundlanders especially love to say the most is welcome home. And it just got me thinking about that kind of globally, because I thought about like people who are leaving for various jobs or work or wartime or anything, and how when your loved ones are away, there's only 2 words in the world you want to say, and that's welcome home.
Oh, and that's a great way to title the album, and you got to hear the song because it is quite the celebration of coming home.
That's a banger.
So what's your writing process with that? Some of them obviously you wrote a while ago, but when you sit down and write, like, do you have a special spot or?
No, it changes every time for me, and I'm one of those people that likes to co-write more than write. I didn't get in the music business to sit down in my basement by myself. I like playing with other people, and that extends to the writing process as well. I'm totally happy to get together with a bud or with a couple of buds and come with a couple of ideas, and hopefully you walk out the door a couple hours later with a song.
Well, you're going to be playing with lots of other artists, and festival season, like we said, is starting, and we can't wait to see you live and see some of these new songs off the album. It's going to be great.
Can't wait. We're doing a bunch of the Great Big Sea songs, a bunch of my songs, a bunch of Newfoundland traditional music. It should be a great night.
We will see you there, and thank you, Alan, for taking the time with me today. It's been so great to talk to you.
Have a great day. See you soon.